Oye, Pepe, start it up, man. Oh, yes, así me gusta. That's how I like it. 36 in the house. What's going on? It's Friday. God damn, I had a week of hell. And kind of excited too today, man.
Yeah? What are you
Yeah, I'm
excited about?
excited today. Oh, I'm excited because you know what? We have a special guest today. And I'm
Oh, we
excited.
do. I know. Yeah, I heard.
We do. Yeah, yep. This man, this guy, he's a cool dude. I love him. Wears a pink bunny suit sometimes. He is the one and only Deej.
No bunny suit tonight.
No.
No, not talking.
It's been
your
a
emblem
traumatic
has one on.
week. It's been a traumatic
It
week.
has.
Traumatic week. Oh shit.
I don't know. Every damn stream I've gone to, it's ended up in furry talk, and then they all look at me.
Furry talk.
Really? Well,
That's
I know
one-
Rough Girl, right? Wasn't it? Rough
Yeah.
Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Up Girl Piper. It's been everywhere. Hell, it was out on Allie's stream last night. It's just everywhere.
Wow.
the furry life.
So it's a real thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know,
Hey,
Deej. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I only wear these because they paid me to wear them on streams. That's it.
So you are a.
I don't have
I
sex in them. I don't run around in public in them. I don't do that sort of shit in them.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you can clear that up so everybody's clear on that. Deej is not a furry. He just does what he does because he likes doing it for money on streams, which is completely often, you little hooker.
Right. So,
right, I'll take the hooker on the ground.
So Bosco,
Right,
you and I had a little discussion about this one night, right? Deej, tell Bosco how the tails are held on. The furry tails.
Mine don't have a tail.
No, like for furries, he's saying.
Yeah, for furries.
He told me this, and I'm like, what? Is that how it is? I was like, I didn't know, because apparently it's some of them is a butt plug. That's what they said, right?
Right.
Well, yeah.
See, it's a thing.
I am in total shock, man.
So
total shock.
Now knowing that, and I know that, right? Because I learned this like a couple months ago, and then I'm walking around where I work on a college campus, and when it's warmer weather out, there's a lot of girls walking around in skirts with their tail hanging out.
What?
And now I know how it's held in. It's a damn butt plug. Yep. They're walking around with a hunk of metal in their ass.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not all butt plugs are metal. Some are just hard rubber.
Well, could be that too. It can't be good to sit on that all day.
They probably got special ones that have vibrators built in on them.
Right. They have an app for that.
They probably do.
They got an app for everything.
They probably do. Actually, I think I went to one of the, this is going back a couple of years, probably 10 years. They have a convention here, and it's all about, it's in French, I guess they call it the Love and Seduction Convention, which is everything to do about sex, right? And from A to Z, like there's something there for everybody. And I remember seeing they had a insertable kind of vibrator with an app where you can actually control it from anywhere in the room. So it's kind of crazy that you can take that, they can insert that, you can be in public anywhere and just turn that shit on.
Well, yeah, I personally know, I'm not going to mention names, but I know a male and a female that have that setup, and they're halfway across the world.
Huh.
Damn. That is kind of cool. That is, man, you know what? To each their own. If that's what keeps a relationship going, right? You can't be there with the person and you can have that interactiveness. Why not?
Now I have seen, like, have you seen those touch bracelets?
Those touch bracelets.
Yeah, they're getting like really popular. Siri just tried to look it up for me. They're getting really popular. So it's like you have a bracelet, right, that you wear, and it just looks like a black, those like autism awareness or something like that. They'll have those rubber band type
Oh,
of
okay,
heavy
okay.
bracelet.
Yeah. Like
So they have
Livestrong
right.
who was it? He was the one that started all that, right?
So when you
Armstrong. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Lance Strong when
Lance
he went
Lance Strong, yeah.
right. So something like that, and they have a small vibrator on them, and they're linked, right? They come in pairs, so they're linked. Then let's say you're going to, I don't know, LA for business, right? So then your wife wears the other one. So whenever she thinks about you throughout the day, she just touches the bracelet, and your bracelet vibrates. And
Okay.
then you touch, and of course it sends a signal back. So those are getting really popular. So what he's talking about, yeah, I can see that catching on.
Holy crap. Damn. So basically people can be just replaced. That's right. That's basically what you're saying. Like technology is going to get there where people are not going to need people. Well, I don't
Oh,
think they
yeah.
need them anyway as it is. That's crazy.
Hell,
Let's see who's in the chat.
If you're hands on, you don't need anybody anyway.
Well, yeah,
Correct.
you have a good man.
It's just you have to switch hands. You have to switch hands because if you use the same hand, it's going to
You
curve a
don't
certain way.
switch hands. That's how people get hurt. Everybody knows that. You do not switch
Unless
hands.
you're really good, and then you can switch without missing a stroke.
Oh, that's skill right there.
Now, for members of the audience, these are pro techniques we're speaking about right now. Do not
That's
attempt
right.
this.
Don't try it. Don't try it
this
at home unless you are a professional.
Let's see what we got in the chat right now. We got I love food. What's up, man? All firm handshakes. Everything's firm. Everything's firm. And we got the Jason Lee Tucker statement. Deej getting free gas.
Jason Lee, quit reminding me of that meme.
There's the bunny thing again.
Deej Odyssey. Awesome, man. So, guys, did you hear the news today?
Heard a lot of news. What news?
Well, I know we're like smacking down on Will Smith completely about all this stuff that's going on, but I came across an interview where he said something kind of racist, and I wouldn't mind your opinion on this. I'm gonna cue it up now, but they basically interviewed one of the actors that was with him in Muhammad Ali, something Rodriguez.
Oh, yep, I did hear about this.
And he comes out talking about how Will Smith is a real bully on set and has issues like if he's a bipolar, like he really snaps. He could be a cool, nice guy, and then all of a sudden he snaps. Right. And he said something, and it kind of bothered me, right? Because if it was anybody else that would have reacted that way, it would have been all over the news.
Yeah, he's getting away with a lot of that these days, isn't he?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Come on, man, cue it up. Shit.
Mookie's off the beat tonight.
Yeah, Pepe too.
Oh, really? I thought we laid him off. Budget cutbacks.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, all right. Paul Rodriguez, that's who it is.
Yo, yeah. Yep.
All right. So I want your opinion on this, both of you guys. Share screen, share audio. There you go. And I want the chat's opinion too.
Comedian Paul Rodriguez says he's experienced Will Smith's rage up close, and it's horrible.
When he turned around, that smug, that look like that, I've seen that look before. I feel like I got slapped every day with a verbal abuse.
Rodriguez worked with Will Smith 2001 movie Ali.
Like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Will Smith packed on 35 pounds of muscle to play the boxing legend. His startling transformation earned him his first Oscar nomination.
Look how good I look.
Rodriguez says during filming, Smith became a real-life Jekyll and Hyde.
I'd be walking around and he'd hurl some insult. You know, I just kept it in. I went, what am I going to do?
Rodriguez was cast as Muhammad Ali's boxing ring physician, Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, a role he traveled all the way to Africa to perform for the Rumble in the Jungle scenes. Rodriguez says the real-life doctor showed up on the set, and that's when things turned nasty. The doctor allegedly ranted that his character didn't have a big enough role. Rodriguez says the doctor hurled racial slurs at Will Smith. After that, Rodriguez claims Will Smith took out his anger on him.
Will Smith says, you better be careful. You're far away from anyone who likes you. I go, where does that come from? I mean, what do you mean I'm far away? He goes, ain't no Mexicans here in Africa. I said,
Ain't no Mexicans here in Africa, and you're far away from anybody who likes you.
That's definitely a threat. And
Yeah.
I don't think that's a tough one, right? I don't think I'm just gonna say I don't think any white person would have been able to say that and get away with it.
That's exactly where I'm getting at, right? If that was a different person of a different race that said that too, let's reverse it. Let's say it's a white person saying that. Let's say Paul Rodriguez is Will Smith.
Well,
And he's and they're in a Latin country and it's reversed.
right. Now, see,
Right?
that's different though, because Mexico's a country, not a race, right? So
Right.
so this walks a line for me, because if you got Will Smith and someone says that and he's in Mexico and he says, hey, there ain't no black people here. Now, black is a race, right? So, I mean, that I don't know. That's a gray area for me as far as racial, but it's definitely over the line and definitely a threat.
Let's see what he says. More.
What? Rodriguez even kept a diary of the traumatic experience.
the insults just continue. That look that after he hit that look of impunity. And I'm saying to myself, it went from one of the happiest moments of my life to a horrible situation.
Rodriguez's scripted role was cut, and he was basically reduced to that of an extra.
I had lines. I didn't audition to be an extra here. It was humiliating.
Huh.
Yep. What do you think, Deej?
There's a couple of things that come to my mind here as I watch this. How did Will Smith gain all the muscle mass before?
Yeah,
that?
you're
Was
going
he
where
on-
I was going.
What was he on steroids to get beefed
Exactly.
up? Was he having some sort of a roid rage during all that?
Mm-hmm.
Did he decide to take it out on poor Paul just because the real doctor went off on him?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Well, obviously, this guy is suffering from something, right? Because
What year was this?
Ali, oh my God,
Been a while.
Ali with Will Smith year
2001.
December 25th, 2001.
2001.
It's 20
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he smacked Chris Rock, so now something 20 years ago is going to get dug up. So, was he with Jada then?
Yeah, he was.
There
I
you
believe
go. What was
I
she
believe so.
doing at the time?
Right.
Since seeing as how that, but I mean, every time he gets triggered, right, has to be around her. Then he smacked some photographer or there was some paparazzi or some guy that was
Yes.
trying to, and then
Yes.
tried to kiss him on the cheek, and he smacked the shit out of him.
Correct. Let's see here. Jason C. Will Smith is trash. Smash that like button. Thank you, brother.
Hey,
His
Marty.
future movie roles are over. Yeah, they froze every single movie that they had online with him. They froze him. And he got a 10-year ban from all academies, including the Oscars.
Huh.
Now, see, I don't see
Right.
that as a punishment. I see that as a
No.
gift.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
don't
I
have
know
to go to
what
that crap. It's a gift. You just don't have to go to that shit no more.
but it's a recognition amongst those type of personas, right? It's like what did you hear what Jim Carrey said about the whole situation?
Yeah, I've heard what quite a few of the comedians have said.
No, but the part that was sicking him the most was the fact that Will Smith got a standing ovation when he got the Oscar, and it showed the spinelessness of those people of Hollywood, basically.
Oh,
And then
come on. They're still giving standing ovations if they bring up Roman Polanski out there. They're all idiots.
Right. And the problem with that is it's who he smacked. He smacked another black man. And let's say that was Donald Trump made that joke and Will Smith went up there and smacked him. You think everybody'd be up in arms about that in Hollywood? No. Right. So it's still a matter.
Extreme, though.
I mean, it's still a matter of
no, but if you look at the fact that if it had been a white male that went up and smacked him,
oh yeah,
but they would have been completely up in arms over that.
Oh yeah, it would have been grab your torch and pitchforks. They would have drug him outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just mad that it's Will Smith because Will Smith is popular with most of them, and nobody wants to see anything done to him.
It was the only black guy that was allowed to have a poster in China.
Wait, I mean, really, as far as Hollywood standards, his whole career has been pretty squeaky clean, right? Yeah. Like even when all this stuff is going on with his wife and his kids and stuff like that, and he still maintains the good guy, family man image, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's some excellent PR work, by the way.
So I came across this video that Jada Pinkett filmed. Will, this is after everything. I think this was within this week, I think. And just look at him. All right. I think this is a broken man. This is a broken man. Listen to this.
So, Will, Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh, my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell? So, Will.
Okay, I have a prediction. She's about to leave his ass. So it all starts with character assassination. Every narcissist does this, right? When they do the breakup, the ending the relationship isn't the goal. The goal is character assassination. She has him right where she wants him. Everybody thinks he's the bad guy, and now she's going to go out and scream it from the rooftops. So it takes the heat off her.
I think she's the fucking bully in all this, man.
Oh, definitely, dude.
Well, definitely. If you watch the damn Oscar clip, he was laughing at that joke until she gave him that look.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Then he tucked his tail between his legs and went up there and slapped him.
Correct. Mm-hmm. This man has no testicular fortitude. That's what. But you see this. But you see how the way she talks to him, right?
Oh, down to him, at him. She's talking at him.
She does not give a fucking rat's ass about him.
No.
She is using him for clout.
Oh, yeah.
I swear she still thinks she's Fish Moody.
She's
never gave us that role.
That was actually sad to see.
It was. When I saw that, I felt for him, man.
I did
I
too.
felt, I,
I felt for him the night he did it because like I said, I said this in the last show. I've been in that situation, and I know what he felt. You know what I mean?
yeah, the manipulation of a woman, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, you're a man. You still have a choice, but you're not gonna. There's nothing you can do right or wrong in that situation,
Hmm.
right?
Oh,
I mean, well, I guess there's
it's
nothing
just
you can do
crazy.
right. You're either she's gonna see it as wrong if you do nothing, then everyone's gonna see it as wrong if you do something, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know, man.
So there's a rule. There's a rule of saying golfers have never follow a bad shot with a stupid one. Well, he wasn't gonna make the stupid shot after he made the bad one, right? So she's gonna make it for him, and and that's the character assassination. Why would she want everyone? So then it's further than that, right? Because with narcissists, you have a very deep manipulation. So there's a reason she wanted everybody to know who's going to be sitting at the table with her. Someone none of us know, right? Like no one would know who that is
Well,
unless she tells everybody.
well, apparently that's the psychologist that helped them in the relationship during the whole. Was August was the guy's name? I think that she banged. Right?
Yeah,
It was August, I think the name. Yeah,
one of them.
during after. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
Fine. You
But
really
anyways,
think
man.
she stopped at just one?
Oh no, oh no. They publicly said they had open relationships, right? It's just that it all happened just because she got caught.
Right.
You know, that's how everything came to thing. And we got the lovely Sherry in the house. Hey, Sherry, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. It really is. That little clip just I kind of felt for the man a little bit, just a little bit. Just a
It
little bit.
almost makes you wonder if a conversation happened between those two before the Oscars in which she said, "If anyone dogs me, you better do something about it." You know what I mean? Like I don't
Like
know.
pre-established rules. I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that what swingers do?
I don't
Pre-established
know.
rules.
I have no idea what swingers do.
Yeah,
But
and she says, "Hi, Deej and R36." Awesome.
what's up,
Ah,
Sherry?
Sherry.
Yeah. So, Deej, anything you want to talk about?
Oh hell, I'm just rolling with the flow
Rolling
here
with-
tonight.
Rolling
You
with the
throw
flow
it
tonight?
here, and
Ha
I will
okay.
get in on it.
All right. I like that. Roll with it. So, what did you guys think of that Florida thing? You wanted to bring up that Florida thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's tear
Actually,
the band-aid off that.
I actually found an article on it. Yeah. Because a lot of people are getting up on Wuha saying, yo, you can't say gay. Don't say gay. It's not a question about not saying gay. You know, it's completely blown out of the water.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's not even in the bill.
Yeah,
No,
exactly right.
it says I saw the first time I saw it was a news reporter on CNN. They actually had the bill up on the TV and said and had a section highlighted and said it's right there. It says don't say gay. Then they use the word literally. It literally says don't say gay. That's what the reporter said. The
Mhm.
section, the whole page they had highlighted, it didn't say that even remotely anywhere.
Right.
But I guess they're banking on nobody's going to read it.
Right.
Yeah,
So it
because
says, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Deej.
if they read the damn bill, even heterosexuals can't talk about sexuality.
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly.
It's a perfectly fair bill.
100%. 100%. So it says, this article says, Florida's law limiting LGBTQ discussion in schools explained. This month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law a measure, the Parental Rights in Education Bill, that critics have successfully labeled the Don't Say Gay law. Critics. God help us. It certainly aims to limit LGBTQ discussions in schools, but it also on the front lines of the battle over how much say parents should have in their children's education. And it raises questions of how much schools should act as a support system for students, period. Here are three big things the law does, why they're controversial, and the effect it could have on students. What does Florida's law do? One, it bans instruction or classroom discussions about LGBTQ issues for kindergarten through grade 3. I think that's pretty reasonable in my opinion.
Extremely reasonable.
For older students, discussions about gay and transgender issue has to be age appropriate or developmentally appropriate. The law is effectively a statement that classroom education about sexual orientation and gender shouldn't start at an early age, and that parents should have final say about what their children learn and when. It aims to reinforce the fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children according to the text of the legislation. Yeah, okay. So far, I see nothing about it wrong about it.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you're going to read more?
Yeah, I was going to read more.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. What impact that could have on students? So let's see. From kindergarten to grade 3, let's see what impact it could have. What impact could have on students? For one, sex education has already been banned in Florida, as in many states, until the 5th grade. So critics say the law tries to solve a problem that doesn't exist for the state's youngest students. Because it limits even discussions about LGBTQ issues, it could stifle conversations for children who need to work through their own gender or sexual identity. Questions, they say. It begs the questions of whether a teacher having a picture of a partner on their desk or being asked to be referred to as Mr. or Mrs., if that counts as classroom instruction on gender identity, said Brandon Wolf with the LGBTQ advocacy group of Equality in Florida. 2, it empowers parents to sue the school district over teachings they don't like, and the districts will have to pay for it. What impact could have on students? This is bullshit, man. That could prompt schools. This is getting me pumped. That could prompt schools to be preemptively shut out of teachings or conversations about LGBTQ issues. Some librarians across the country. Librarians. Librarians. Sorry. I think the rum is kicking in. Some librarians across the country are accusing their schools of quietly removing race and LGBT related books from their shelves before it starts a fight. The Washington Post recently reported. Cash-strapped school districts can't afford to test the bounds of law like this, Wolf said, citing reports that some schools in the state have started to peel off rainbow safe space stickers. That was actually a thing. They have rainbow space, free space. What?
Oh, yeah. Just
like, really?
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, it's way worse, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I
didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, a couple of the videos I sent you, there's one of them that really outlines what all is, not all, but, a lot of people from a lot of alphabet people. I don't, LGBTQ. I always mess that up, so I just say alphabet people. But a lot of them are saying no teachers are teaching that. That is not covered in any curriculum. No one is doing that. And so this woman makes a TikTok response to a lot of people that were saying that, and she's got the receipts, man. And I sent that to you.
All right, I'll take a look at that after. I just really
sure.
this. I'm like this is the first time I'm actually reading into depth the whole article. I skimmed through it. I can't believe I'm still stuck about the safe space stickers. That's just blowing my fucking mind. Like,
yeah,
I know there's bullies. I know there's bullies. Bullies have been around for, I would say centuries, right? Like I had bullies in my school, but you know what? It was part of I'm probably going to get heat for this, but building character. Right.
Shows you. I mean, yeah, but we were raised differently, right? Like we were raised to handle bullies, right? Like when you got to your breaking point, we weren't going to go to jail for kicking someone's ass, right? We might get kicked out of school for a few days and our parents yell at us, but we
Right.
weren't going to prison. Nowadays
Right.
they do, right?
Yeah.
So the way young men and the way boys were raised changed, but the way bullies bullied and what schools did about it never changed.
Boy, it's
Right.
even gotten worse, right? Because now you have all the
Right.
cyberbullying and all the things that they can do with pictures and shit like that, right?
Right. And that's where I
Stuff like
feel
that.
for kids that do feel out of place in their own skin.
Mhm.
That kids are brutal, man, and if they can find anything about you that's the least bit different, I mean, they're gonna beat on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess that's where the stickers came in.
But
QWERTY Farns Wrinkle says, "Wow, something sane sounding came out of Florida." Yeah, I have to say, so far I'm not disagreeing with what they're saying. So cash-strapped schools in the district are peeled off sticks. Okay, so 3. It requires schools to tell parents when their child receives mental health services. Well, I hope they
That's a
fucking disclose that.
That's a no-brainer. That's a
What?
no-brainer right there.
Exactly.
now just think, there's a warning on a cigarette lighter that says "Do not ignite near face," right? So there wouldn't be a law if that wasn't happening, right? Like
Mhm.
if parents weren't being made aware.
Right.
And this is what they are upset the most about, because they don't want to tell parents.
Right. Because they're
outing.
outing.
They want to sit there and be able to tell the kid, "Hey, we'll talk about this, but don't tell your parents that we're talking about this."
Ho 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 ho
Right.
ho ho ho. It could take away schools' ability to serve as a haven for students who might not feel comfortable talking to their parents about their gender or orientation or sexuality. But proponents say it would ensure parents are informed of their child is experiencing confusion over their identity. One of the advocates for the bill is a Florida mother who says her child's school recognized her child's gender identity as different from the one they recognized at home. Why this bill has drawn so much controversy? LGBTQ advocates say that legislation furthers efforts to paint LGBTQ people as other or even dangerous. This law comes at a time when the culture wars led by the right are catching fire with the base, but also as more young Americans than ever identify as LGBTQ. DeSantis in particular has used language that seems to villainize people who oppose. In his view, misrepresent the law. They have to lie because if they admitted what they were really for sexualizing kindergartners, he said in an interview with Fox News Tucker Carlson. That's the thing. What the hell? It has no place in kindergarten or up to grade 3. Come on.
Right.
I don't. I'm sure there's probably cases that around 3, but this goes back to something I keep saying, like how old are you when you're in 3rd grade in the States? What, like
7, 8.
7, 8?
7, 8.
How many 7, 8 years olds have smartphones and access to computers now? Most. That's, for me, in my personal opinion, I know that's the way that they're being educated now, on Chromebooks and things like that right off the bat, right?
Oh yeah.
Like paper is like disappearing slowly when they come to doing schoolworks. But those are mediums that they can use. Like the internet's like, it's a great tool, but it's also a freaking cesspool of bullshit as well. And
Right.
I think it's parents' responsibilities to monitor exactly what their kids are doing and not shift the response, because that's what's happening. So I think, this is my opinion, I think that schools are taking, they think that they are allowed to take that role because of parents' lack of attention, or they quickly make that judgment, right?
Right.
I don't know if I'm making any sense what I'm saying right now.
There you are.
Well, there's one
But
thing
see-
that they're not even highlighting on this, though.
Which one?
Kids that age are easily prone to peer pressure.
Correct. Yeah.
So if
Oh,
you
yeah.
if you get a teacher that's sitting there espousing all this alphabet shit,
Mhm.
and the kid is going to sit there and want to emulate that so they don't feel left out or don't feel like they're going to make the teacher mad and start acting that way even though they don't initially feel it because they're only doing it because they're being pressured to it.
Or they're being what's the word when you're paid to do something? They're incentivized to do it. They see these kids getting, the kids that are right or do start exhibiting those behavior, they see them getting special attention. Then they want it. And the other point of this is the LGBTQ
Mhm. You're doing
community
great,
are
by the way.
saying,
Yeah.
thank you. That's a tongue twister for me, by the way. They're saying that this is to teach inclusivity and all that. I'm sorry, but kids from the time they can walk and talk to
They include
third
everybody.
grade, they are inclusive by nature, right? And that makes them vulnerable. So it's just like everything else in the whole sphere of equality. Equal does not seem equal to the person seeking equality, right? To the beneficiary of that equality, equal doesn't seem equal. They have to go above and beyond. They have to go into the realm of special before they feel equal. And that's what this is. It's so that's why they're standing up against this bill. Is no, you're going to the opposition to this bill is basically saying we want special recognition from the government, we want it from the school system, we want it from our students, and we want our students to embrace it and want that too, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And I just think it's going way beyond equality or way beyond inclusivity. It's down to recruitment.
Curdy Franz Wrinkle says almost all non-school related sites are blocked on our kids' Chromebooks. No YouTube, no Facebook, etc. Yeah, they do that. They do. But then that's true for school Chromebooks. They are blocked. But then home computers, smartphones, are those being blocked?
Right. Have you seen these videos of these 8-month-old babies that can't walk yet but can navigate a smartphone faster than I can?
Yeah, because that's what, dude. I see that in the freaking mall when I go do groceries. I see toddlers, like there are at least 2 or 3, just holding the mother's cell phone and swiping and watching cartoons on it and stuff like that. It's just insane. Like when my kids were younger, we didn't have that, right? We didn't have that. They were, they had the little fleshy doll or whatever that they tagged along when we did the groceries, and that's it. And that was it. That was it. It's
Right.
just this necessity of the stimulation out of this device, and it becomes it's an addiction. It really is an addiction. Like I see my nephews when I go to my brother-in-laws and stuff. Like if the parent puts their cell phone on the table, they look at the phone and they run to the phone. It's like, oh shit, they're not looking. Let's get it, right? Because they know the things that are on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. I just think kids should not have smartphones until they're like at least going into high school, in my opinion.
I don't think you should have them then.
Yeah,
give them an old flip top phone if they need to make a phone call or text. They don't need a damn smartphone where they're looking up all the shit in school.
Yeah, were they those old flip phones, right? When you wanted to text, you have to hit the number like a couple of times to make the letter.
That's right.
Yeah. They don't know what that struggle is anymore.
Hell, they don't know what the struggle is of having a phone that's connected to a wall.
Oh my god.
Or the
rotary
dialer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The rotary. You made a mistake. You had to start all over again. One.
Yeah, until when you got to the 7th number, you screwed up.
Fuck.
Or you had to share it with your brothers and sisters.
Oh my gosh. Should I continue reading this or not? Oh my
I think we get the gist.
No, but I like this part right here. Hold on. If you want to go after somebody and make them worst person possible, make them look like they're an evil incarnate. Then you are soft on a child molesting what? Then you are a soft. On child molesting is a great way to go, said Joseph, which is a researcher of extreme ideologies at the University of Miami.
Yeah, I think that might be making reference to our new Supreme Court nominee,
Yeah. Who
who,
is
Yeah,
soft
it's
on
right here, right
child
here.
molesters?
yeah,
That language fits into the border Republican narrative accusing opponents of supporting pedophilia. It was the main Republican line of questioning against President Biden's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, through her sentences in child pornography cases fell within the juridical mainstream.
I
Oh,
think
okay, that makes
one of the
sense.
most extreme cases I heard of that, the guy under court guidelines, right? So there's already guidelines in place for sentencing on these crimes, and this guy should have gone to prison for like I was like 30 years or something like that, right? And she gave him 18 months.
What?
Yeah, it was that drastic.
This is the same woman that, when asked, "Can you define a woman?" her response was, "I'm not a biologist."
Oh, that was her?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
That's
my
her.
gosh. Wow, I'm not
Yeah.
a biologist.
I got banned
Uh,
on TikTok for that one.
I don't know, man. Either you have a vagina, you don't have a vagina.
Well, somebody said,
That's the
why
biology
would a
biology of
judge
it, right?
why would a judge be deciding on gender or something like that? I said, okay, well, there's the Volwall Act, right? The Violence Against Women's Act. Now, let's say that law gets called up, and it's special protections in place, and what it's designed to do,
Mhm.
say for housing, for instance, or let's say someone at your work. Let's say the woman's at work, ex-husband shows up, causes a scene, and all that. The Volwall Act protects her from getting fired, right? So if he shows up at her apartment and kicks the crap out of her before the Volwall Act, because they caused a disturbance, the two of them, she would be evicted because apartment complexes don't want the police there, right? It looks bad. So the Volwall Act says she cannot be evicted if she is a victim of domestic abuse or violence of any kind. If she is the victim, even if though she's part of the whole situation. So now that comes before the Supreme Court. Some aspect of that gets argued in the Supreme Court in front of a judge that can't define what a woman is about a law specifically designed to protect women. So who is it protecting to her? You know what I'm saying?
I've got a better example. Since she can't define what a woman is, how is she supposed to judge over if some aspect of Roe versus Wade comes back up?
There you go.
Mhm.
Perfect example.
100%. Great example.
Well, with Roe versus Wade, though, they changed all the terminology from woman to birthing person.
That's the stupidest thing in the world, too, a birthing person. Only women can give birth.
Exactly.
You have to have a uterus. You have to have a uterus.
God. What have we come to?
Oh
my God. You know I can't give birth? Hold on a second. I'll show you I can't give birth.
This ain't a goofy movie called Twins.
Right.
Did you hear they're making a second one?
Oh, that's so figures.
Yeah, I heard, but I heard there's going to be like triplets in this one. They're going to
my
find
God.
out there was a third one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The
Where's that
milkshake, the milkshake got even bigger.
Oh my God. Where the fuck's that picture?
Are they going to use that swimmer?
No, I think I can't quite remember, but I was thinking it was going to be something like Eddie Murphy was going to be the third one or somebody
Really?
like that. So they were going to have Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I thought it was Eddie Murphy was going to be the third one. That was going to be their brother. So,
all right. So I was on Twitter the other day, and Nina had posted a story on her Twitter, right? And she thought it was real, and I clicked on it and I started reading it. And I'm like, because there was this picture, right, and a picture of a guy like his whole face was swollen. But look at this, okay, and it was basically a scuba diver that did something. And I'm going to put the picture and it's going to explain itself. It's funny. Where the fuck is it? It's here.
It's the clam.
Where can I get one? Asking for a friend.
So yeah,
Wow, wow.
I don't know about you, man, but damn, clam.
And it's a clam. That is hilarious. I just want to point
I
this
bet
out.
you. I bet you it's one hell of a snapper.
Oh, got him.
It's well, it's definitely wet. I can tell you that.
I don't care how inviting and warm that does look. I'm not sticking nothing in there.
But that's the thing, right? So the let's see, let me put up the article.
The real
And she
question
had
is,
it. Yeah.
will it take half my stuff when I'm done with it? Sorry, I couldn't let that one go.
That's what the clam did. That's what half clam, half Deej. All right, so hold on. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I know what that is actually. That's the South American bearded clam. Comes from the waters off the coast of somewhere.
Wow. So this is what it was, right? Scuba diver whose penis got stuck inside a giant clam.
Oh my god, he
Right?
did.
It's satire. It's not true, right? No, this
okay.
is not a real report about a scuba diver injured after inserting his penis into a giant clam. But she had that. I was like, oh fuck, does this idiot really do this? Right? Because you see his face. This and I think you see the clam next to it. I'm like, what the hell? Is he that stupid?
He'd expect this story coming from somebody in Florida, though.
Yeah.
Florida man.
Oh yeah, like I hear Lorena and Lorena does a show about that, right? About
Yep.
Florida stories like that, and I tuned in when I first got on YouTube. I tuned into a few of those, and I was cracking up because over here in Montreal, every Friday on our sports station, they have a segment of crazy stories, and 98% of the time, those stories are all from Florida. Like just ridiculous shit. So yeah, so it's Hawaii scuba. This is the original that got posted out there, right? Hawaii scuba diver hospitalized after his penis gets stuck in giant clam. The guy's face. It's like, why is his face like that? When they tried eating it out and found out that he was allergic to shellfish. It's like, I'm like, wait, because this is penis, right? But then you see his face, like, what was he doing? Oh my god!
I bet you if you stuck that picture up on Twitter though and asked, "Would you do it once?" You get.
Oh my gosh!
Very-
Do a poll.
You do a poll on Twitter, stick that up there, and ask people if they do it at least once. You'd probably get a whole bunch of yeses.
Oh my god! I was like, what would you stick in there? Finger or your favorite finger? Oh my gosh!
Nose.
So Pahala, Hawaii. A scuba diver is being hospitalized at Kau's hospital in the island of Hawaii after he inserted his penis into a giant clam while recreational diving. That's taking recreational diving to a whole another level, man. Sean Madison, 22. I wonder if there's any real Sean Madison, 22 out there. Was transported to Kau Hospital after suffering from severe breathing complications, vomiting, extreme swelling, and low blood pressure. Doctors believe physical contact with the giant mollusk may have triggered his allergy to seafood and exposed him to high levels of arsenic. Madison, 22, condition has stabilized, said he inserted his penis inside the clam as a prank to impress his friend. Thomas Mayer. As much as this is fake, there's some dumb freaking people out there that would have done this.
Oh yeah.
And as I saw this, I'm like, oh, I got to talk about this because
this story brought to you by Pfizer, makers of the new and improved Viagra that allows you to hold your breath for an extra 15 minutes.
Damn, did you know I'm probably gonna do that poll? I'm probably gonna do that poll. Yeah, I'm gonna do that poll. Yeah, I'm gonna do that poll. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Oh my goodness, man. Well, I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
you want to?
we're past that.
Well, past what your thing going back to what you sent me? What
Yeah.
was the stuff that you sent me? Oh, I can pull it back out. That's what she said. I can pull it back out.
Uh,
But it's clammy.
the jokes are gonna run forever on this one.
Oh, it runs all right.
I wonder if that ever gets a part stuck in it. Anyone here?
Okay.
from
Okay, I
last
gotta
week?
play this. I gotta play this one. Hold on. Yeah, like I like when I hear these. I don't have TikTok, so when you send me shit, it's like I'm glad I don't have TikTok because I know if I did have TikTok, I'll probably lose like hours of my life just going through it.
That's
Did
not
you-
true. I have a TikTok and I just go there, throw up a video every once in a while, and then I leave. I don't look at anything else.
Oh, power to you, brother.
Stay away from it. I stay away from it. Right. I just throw up a video.
All
Not
right,
me.
so let's see what this person says. What is this about? Let's
So
play a game?
she was getting all these comments that teachers don't do that, that there's no one teaching this. It's not being taught in any schools, nothing like
Okay.
that. And so she clapped back with this.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Hi, I'd like to play a little game called You're Full of Shit. This is an elementary school in Kansas City called Gracemore, where they are actively promoting gender theory. The teacher even says, I'm wondering if anyone will change their minds. Then we have this teacher who's promoting a book called What Are Your Words to her students. Then you have this little gem. This is for second graders, transgender affirming, where everyone has the right to pick their own gender, and it's all based on feelings. Then we have this lovely thing. Then we have this school who is teaching K through second all about the different ways that people express their gender, gender role, gender identity, gender theory, all that. And then there's this out of Illinois. Now, being that you work for a school, maybe you can help us understand what's going on here because you're telling us that schools aren't sexualizing children, yet here we are. Odd. But anyways, I don't expect you to read the small print. I'll go ahead and give you the highlights, but I assume you can see that up here is grades 3 to 5. And why is there a masturbation picture over there? Oh, yes, because they teach these children all about masturbation. Fun. And they don't stop there because they teach children about hormone blockers and why they might need them. Because I don't know about you, I want my kid in 3rd to 5th grade to learn about hormone blockers. Then they're going to learn all about pronouns, what the difference between transgender and non-binary and all the genders and all that other stuff. And then they're going to top it off with the difference between sexual orientation and gender identity. And that's just some of the stuff. I can go on for days. And I haven't even touched on the founders of gender theory. That's for another day and another lesson. But please keep telling us that schools aren't sexualizing our children.
Damn. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? I'm glad my kids are like my daughter. My youngest is graduating out of high school, so. Whew.
Just be glad you don't have kids in a certain Wisconsin school district. They allow furries in their school.
What?
Oh, yeah. They can wear their outfits in school, and it's got to where if they don't want to participate in gym class, they can sit at the feet of the teacher and lick their paws.
Wow. Wow. All right, let's see this other one you said. So Ironclad Clad Resolve 3 says, I can't believe that these same people think you have to be 21 to buy a beer, but you could be 12 years old or younger and make a decision like this. If you are of age, do what you want, but Jesus, this is insane. All right, that's what she has to say.
the Biden administration released shocking guidance titled Gender Affirming Care in Young People, which encourages children to take dangerous chemicals and have sex change operations that permanently end their ability to ever have children. Mr. Secretary, is it child abuse to perform a sex change operation on a 12-year-old child or younger?
Congresswoman, why do you wish to interfere in what that 12-year-old child and that child's parents would like?
Because the American people want to know what the Biden administration has planned for their children. These are permanently altering drugs and surgery that will permanently end the child's ability to ever have children. So we want to know, please answer me yes or no. Is it child abuse to perform a sex change operation on a 12-year-old girl? Yes or no?
I'm not going down that rat hole with you.
The American people want to know, should doctors be allowed to perform sex change operations on children without their parents' consent?
I think most Americans want to have politicians stay out of the decisions that they and their doctor make.
So are you saying that there will never be a situation where a sex change?
Okay, I agree with the thing that she says that it should have parents' consent, especially if it's a 12-year-old. What's the legal age for in the States for children to not need their parents' consent?
18.
It's 18. Then should be at 18, right?
Should be, but they want to do it whenever.
Operation or chemical castration will be done on a child without the parents' consent.
Congresswoman, a decision made by an individual with the consent, if necessary, by parents with the advice of their physician is.
Mr.
See, there's a key. There's a
Did you
key
pause
thing
that?
he said right there. There's a
Yep.
key thing he said there, with consent, if necessary.
Exactly.
By parents with the advice of their physician is.
Mr. Secretary, the Biden administration
Decision made.
They
on
don't
a child
want
without the
parents
parents'
to have
consent.
Congresswoman, a decision made by an individual with the consent, if necessary, by parents.
The consent, if necessary. What?
And that's why they don't like that Florida bill, because it makes consent necessary. Right?
Wow. But
That-
it should always be necessary.
But
Right?
they don't want it to be. They don't want it to be because they want to be able to talk these kids into doing something that they have no idea what the hell they're doing because they're too damn young in the first place to understand.
Right.
And I know a person right now, and I won't give any detail because this person could see this, and there's people who know this person that will see this, but it's been going on for a long time because we're starting to see, and I personally know a person that's going through this. They were convinced when they were younger they were the wrong sex. They took the hormone blockers. They never went through puberty, right? This person is female, went male, and now is trying to go back female and is on like all these different drugs. Really, really has them, pretty messed up. And but you can tell because this person is now an adult. You can tell they never went through puberty. You know how younger kids, generally, boys and girls, say 8 to 10 years old, are generally built the same, right? You don't see the hips widening on girls, just like you don't see the chest growing on boys and things like that, right? Because they haven't gone through puberty yet. So this person is now an adult who's built like a 10-year-old and is on an amazing amount of drugs because they were convinced that they should be something when they're not.
Wow. That's crazy. Crazy times, man. You know what thing I hate when I get into like discussions with my kids and stuff about, sexuality, and they have friends that are gay or transgender or whatever. They go, but Dad, times are changing. And this is this part that kills me. And you have to accept that. When they start with that, you have to accept that. That's the things that I have problem. That's where I see what the like there's two things. There's one thing is accepting it. I mean, not accepting it and respecting other people and their choices.
Right.
But me accepting everything I was taught and the way I was raised, letting that all go to like to no value whatsoever because of politicians or education systems getting way too involved in certain things at a young age.
Oh yeah, and
Right?
the way I explain this is with age comes wisdom, right? So what it is, and I explained this to one of my stepdaughters when she was young, and I set a ladder up, and I said, okay, you know, you're this old. You step on the first ladder. How far down the street can you see? And she says, I said, okay, I'm this old, and I go to the top of the ladder, and I'm like, I can see that far down the road. So every year you get older, you go farther up that ladder, and what you've learned before allows you to see farther down the road. So as far as, you know, having to accept it is, you know, it's like they struggle with things that are counterintuitive, right? And then they have zero life choice or life experience, and then they go on social media and they set up all these rules for society, and these politicians follow it because they're trying to get new voters, right?
Mhm.
And it just starts this big landslide of catastrophe. And I would also like to point out that if you were to walk into a workplace and talk to someone about the things these teachers are talking to kids about, that would be sexual harassment.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hell,
these are crazy times.
a couple of weeks ago, they tried to read a passage from a book on CNN, and they had to stop them because it was too graphic. But apparently it's not graphic enough that they needed to pull it out of schools.
Right.
That's a problem. If you can't read the damn thing on TV because they say it's too graphic, it shouldn't be in the goddamn schools.
Agreed.
Yep. I agree.
And I don't know about you two, but when I was a kid, and yes, it's been a long while since I have to think back to that, but these teachers nowadays are complaining about, well, these bills and that stop us from talking about ourselves and our lives at home. I didn't know a damn thing that was going on with my teachers' lives. I barely knew if any of them were married at the time. It's not the responsibility of the teacher to sit there and talk about their own damn lives. They're supposed to be there to teach the kids how to read, write, and do arithmetic.
I never even knew my teachers' first names. you
Yeah,
know?
me neither. I think mine started in high school. I think it was like right before graduating. Like the year before. But it was different times, man. Like it really was. You're dead on, Deej. You're dead on, man. It's just stick to the basics, man.
And then they wonder
Man.
why go to check California school systems out. The minorities there, only 15% of them can do enough math to pass a proficiency test. It's because they're not being taught what they should. They're being taught every other damn thing but what they should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
100%. It's mind blowing. It really is.
Man. But
this was a heavy one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy. Yeah. Yeah, it was heavy. It was a heavy one, but you know what? Fuck it, that clown did look good though.
That's wrong.
Is it really?
I'm gonna have to go figure out how to scuba dive.
or snorkel.
No, I need a scuba. I couldn't hold my breath if the little pole ran out of air. I need a whole tank.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. I got here. Thanks for subscribing, Quartzy Fine Michael. Thank you so much.
That's a great name, by the way.
Yeah. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed the show, and thank you for subscribing. So, man.
Think, another month or two, you'll pass me in subscribers next, Bosco. Everybody else is.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Thank you.
We don't need to we don't need to pull that up. There are women watching.
Hey,
I'm
serious.
No, man. If it does, bro, there's something wrong with the plumbing.
Hey, you're underwater. You're not going to be able to smell it anyway, so it don't matter.
You don't go downtown unless the streets are clean. I feel like I have to say this every week.
Actually, no. See, the old philosophy used to be, if it smells like fish, it's a tasty dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. And when in doubt, do without.
Damn, Deej.
Yeah. Dropping wisdom right there.
Wow. Do you have
That's
like
horrible.
tattooed on your body or something?
Nope. I'm just old enough that it was pressed upon me at an early age. Way back in the 80s, you had to know that shit, damn it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the 80s. I was too young in the 80s for that stuff.
Come on, I
remember
born in 71.
I want to tell you a story about that, about the 80s. Actually, it was like early 80s. And this is actually a me and Anzo story. So we had a friend that lived down the street, and we knew he had Playboys, right? And one day we saw him bringing the bag, a garbage bag, one of those black hefty bags, to the garbage, right, where everybody drops their garbage. And also it ripped, and I saw it right there. You see a Playboy magazine, dude. It was full of Playboys, and there we were sitting down, opening all the middle spreads, putting them all on the floor. And I remember that was the first time I saw a woman's vagina non-shaved, and it was like all bush, and I was like, wow, is it really like this? Completely astonished, right? It was
It's
like
so
completely
angry.
mesmerized. It was like we were opening it like one at a time, and opening. I'm like, they're all the same. They're all the same. You know.
Just
Like,
be glad they
everyone-
weren't 70s. Then you would have got Brillo pad afros popping out at you.
it
You
was-
need a
it
weed
was
whacker to
fucking
get through.
funny. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Hey, Deej, thank you for jumping on today, man. I appreciate it.
No
Tell the
problem.
people
It
where
was
they can
fun.
find you, man.
Well, most days you can find me over on my channel, Deej Odyssey. Whenever I'm not throwing up some stupid farm video of calves or Rocky Mountain oysters fresh cut or some farm video. You can also find me over on Hunstar's channel Sunday nights, where we play Name That Tune, and we are looking for some new contestants to play the game.
Name that
That's
tune.
cool.
So if you think you know music, come on over, hit either me up, Hanstar, or Chris Knight, the Real Review 3000.
36, man. You'll be good at that. You're like crazy on music. You should try it. You should definitely try that, jumping on those shows.
Maybe I will.
We're doing tryouts on Sunday nights right now at 11 Eastern, 10 Central p.m.
All right,
Trying
cool.
to find at least another 8 new contestants to go with the 8 that we found, because, you know, they wanted to make me retire because they got tired of me beating up on everybody.
Really? Send me the link. I'll send it to 36.
Hold on.
Yeah. And Mari says, good topics tonight, guys. Thank you, Mari.
Thank you. I
That's
assume
awesome.
you're not talking about the clam.
Maybe,
Or maybe she is. I don't know.
And
Nowadays,
she would,
hey.
she would laugh at
Hey.
that for sure.
I'm saying is we never know now. Some people is whatever the flavor of the day is or month, or
I support the I support the recent thing or something like that. What did Elon Musk say? I support the new thing, and it had all these different flags behind this like generic looking person. It was funny.
Man, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Well, saying that, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Oh, it's on the private chat. Okay, I'm gonna copy this.
Oh, I got it then. I got it right here.
You got it? The
Yep.
private chat is yeah, cool. Good stuff. So copy that link, man, and that's Hanstar's channel. Actually, I could have done that too. I have him on I follow him as well. Yeah.
Or if you're on Twitter, you can find either Hanstar, the Real Review 3000, or myself.
Right
Just
on.
DM us and we'll get you lined up there. Or just show up on Sunday night and say something in the chat before we start, and we'll pull you up there too.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I got a couple other guys I think would enjoy that too, so I'll tell them about it.
Cool.
But that would
Good
be
stuff.
appreciated because we want to get some new contestants up there.
Right on.
Right on. And man, great show. I liked it. It was good, smooth.
Yeah.
I wasn't as tipsy as I was last week, but hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right,
And
man.
won't be as tipsy as I'll be in a couple of weeks either.
Why was
We're
going
going to
on?
do another birthday stream in a couple of weeks.
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit.
Wow.
Yours or somebody else's?
No, it'll be mine.
Oh yeah. Huh. All right.
Last year I
Gotta watch
hit the big 5-0, and I got
Ooh.
drunk and stoned on the stream. This year I'm just sticking with the booze.
Is that the stream you passed out on and we were still recording?
No, I've never passed out on the stream.
Who was
while
it that
recording.
passed out on the stream? Someone passed out. Who was it?
But we did one. We did a drinking stream right before Christmas where I was letting people pay for shots,
Okay.
and they had me pretty much down a full fifth of Fireball within the first hour and a half of the stream. And I went through a half a fifth of vodka that night too.
Oh my god.
And
Oh
I
my-
still managed to go 5 hours streaming before I gave up. Went to bed.
Wow. What's up, Tim? Thank you. You're
But
catching the
we
end
did
of this
have
one.
we had LDG drinking with me, and I put him under the table, and he passed out within 90 minutes of the stream.
Wow. All right, I gotta definitely tune into this one.
Yeah, that
Definitely
sounds
tune into
interesting.
this one.
And it's going to be a weekend stream too, so this will make it even better. It won't be in the middle of the week or anything. So
Tim goes, who invited the Easter Bunny guy? It's not even May. Actually, Easter's in April.
yeah, come on, Tim.
Just saying.
Give it the time.
Just saying. Yeah, just
This,
saying.
this year Easter is in April.
Yeah, is actually next week. Yeah. 2 weeks. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why the Easter Bunny guy is here, Tim.
Yeah, exactly. Don't ever mock the Easter Bunny, man. I love the Easter Bunny. Chocolate eggs.
That's right. If you mock the Easter Bunny, you're going to get this bunny showing up instead.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Look at that. Oh shit, that's freaky. Holy shit. Nah, they should do that. You should do that at an elementary school. Easter
that in-
eggplant.
Isn't that in PUBG or is that COD? Has that mask like that?
I don't know. Every time I put it on, everybody keeps yelling Donnie Darko. I have no
Yep.
clue.
That you don't know that movie?
It's been so damn long since I watched it, and I'm getting too damn old to remember everything I've watched.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with
That's a good
names.
movie.
I wear it with my Ralphie Pink Bunny outfit, so it just makes it even creepier.
All right, guys, that's it for today. What's that? Santa and I are tight. I'm tight with Mrs. Santa Claus. Very tight. And on that note, thank you, Deej, again. Thank you for everybody on the chat. And yeah, man, catch us next week. Catch me on the Hangout on Wednesdays, 8 p.m., where it's more pop culture. And again, here Fridays at 8 p.m. for more political shit and some shits and giggles and maybe some clams or two. You never know. So thank you for everybody that's watching and everybody that's going to watch on the replay. Don't forget to subscribe to my man Deej Odyssey and to me, please, if you like me. If not, well, I still like you anyways. No hard feelings. So take care, guys.